Here tonight, our Radnor Township Design Review Board meeting. Before we get started, we're going to ask Jane to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
Liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, before we get started with the applications tonight, I'd just like to ask the board members here if you had a chance to review the minutes from last meeting. Craig?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the Design Board Review Board meeting of September 10th, 2025.
Okay, do we hear a second?
I second it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have 6 applications under old business tonight, and we've got 5 under new business. So let's get started with our first application tonight, which is DRB 2025-39, the application of Villanova University at Cabrini Campus, 610 King of Prussia Road, for a signage. Hello there. Hi. And please let everybody know who you are and the business you represent, and please talk loudly into the mic so the viewers are at home can hear everything. So,
Kara McManuel, Senior Project Manager for Villanova.
great.
We're back here for the sign. We were in front of this board for this sign a couple months ago and got approved, but it was determined that we didn't meet the allowable square footage for zoning. So we basically, this is the sign that's going to sit behind the pond there at King of Prussia and Eagle Road. So the main sign.
Excuse me, can you speak into the mic a little bit?
Okay.
We have a handheld mic, if that's easier for you.
Here, there you go.
Oh.
That way you don't have to lean over.
Just flip it up. Yeah.
There you go.
Is that good?
There you go, better.
Okay. So this is a sign that's going to sit behind the pond on Eagle Road and King of Prussia Road. It's basically the same thing that we presented before. It's just that the precast, this is the precast, went all the way down to the ground before, and we just shortened it in order to comply with the square footage, allowable square footage. That's the only thing that's really changed with this.
So what is the square footage you're showing there?
So the allowable square footage is 75 square feet. So this dashed line shows the 75 square feet. So it starts at the bottom of the precast and goes to the top of the precast.
Okay, so the previous one that was over 75.
Right, because the precast went down to the ground,
Okay.
and they took it
missed
down
that
to
one.
the ground.
Yeah, all right. No other changes?
There's no other changes. The same lighting, which is an uplighting in front of the sign. That was the only change.
You guys good with that?
Yeah, so it's going to be open underneath the top part?
No, this is all stone.
Oh, okay.
That
that's
is done,
fine.
okay.
Yeah. Looks great. Yep, I'll take it.
Okay, in the matter of application number DRB 2025-39, Villanova University, 610 King of Prussia Road, to a resubmission of one sign at the entrance to the Villanova University Cabrini campus. Make a motion to approve.
Okay, here a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate coming back. Okay, next on the agenda tonight is DRB 2025-53, the application at 57 West Avenue for landscaping screening. And again, this applicant was in last month, and we welcome you back.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, that'll work.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So Mike Phillips, Vice President of Operations for RMS. We did get approval for all other aspects of the facade and sign, except for the screening that we're going to discuss today. So In talking with Kevin Kachansky, as well as Lisa, and understanding where we are with the zoning hearing board, definitely not getting on until at least November, the recommendation was to come before you with the proposal, which is actually to screen this one, is to screen this AT&T utility lot with an 8-foot tall by 16-foot sapele wood fence, which this is actually the fence from our other facility. In talking with Kevin, the idea was that there was enough hardship that he felt like it was worth bringing forward, at least to the zoning hearing board, but to get conditional approval from the design review board here that the general concept and aesthetic is correct, and that you're happy with that, pending approval for the relief from the zoning hearing board whenever we're able to get there.
Well, first of all, it's 8 feet tall. But secondly, it's brown wood or simulated brown wood. And the building is white and black. Why did you come up with the idea that this brown, solid brown fence or whatever, wall, looks good next to your building?
Well, that's a good question. So it is natural wood. It is a hardwood. And one of the things that we do is we are electrical services and lighting design firm. And this particular wood is really nice under the lighting that we can do to actually help highlight how lighting changes can actually improve the exterior. And we have a similar design with our other facility, which is why we chose to do that.
Where's your other facility?
We have the other facilities in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh, so it's not nearby. So is this wood going to age like gray, weather?
No.
Oh,
Is it wood or is it?
It's wood. It's hardwood.
It's not
Yeah, it's a hardwood.
well, won't it weather?
Well, you oil it
Oh,
to be able to maintain it. The concept here is basically the hardship, as you can see, would be the chain link fence.
which
We
is
tried
no
to.
longer there.
It
Chain
is
link
still
fence
there.
has been removed. They put in a aluminum wrought iron design fence.
In the last week.
2 weeks, right?
Under a month or so. Yeah. I mean, they're redoing
As
that lot.
They've redone the parking lot.
Did
Yeah.
they take down the chain link fence?
Well, if you remember, they came in about 4 months ago for an application to
yeah,
put a
they
new
took-
fence. Now, I don't know if it covered that side of the parking lot or not, but
I remember. it was
I
a
believe
chain-
it went around the
What
parking
was the
lot.
fence gonna be made of?
I
The
can't
new one?
remember.
It's like aluminum
Aluminum black or
design to
something?
look like wrought iron fence
yeah.
about 3 feet, 36
Yeah,
inches
okay.
high.
Well,
They
it-
put
I-
in new plants, they put in new islands,
Yeah.
they put boxes in, that they put trees in.
They put trees
saw
in,
that,
that looks
yeah.
You
nice.
remember that? And they've re-asphalted and restriped it,
Right.
and new lighting.
There'll be 3 cars in there.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand it. It is unsightly, that side that you're looking at. I mean, I don't have a big problem with it. I mean, it exceeds the requirements of 6 feet.
Yeah.
That's
So
my,
you're gonna have to
my
get,
issue is the height.
yeah.
Well,
Yes.
most people are not any taller than 6 feet. I mean, 6'7" or
Right.
something like that.
Is it a matter of you're doing 8 feet because that's what you have at the other facility and
No, we actually modeled these renderings for 6 and 8 feet, and being able to see past a 6-foot fence just with being at a viewing height of roughly 5.5 feet, you see over it quite a bit. So what we're proposing is that we would like to get the zoning hearing board approval, and if we do not, we will most likely not do the wood screening and just replace it with other greenery
Yeah,
instead.
because the greenery will grow more than 8 feet.
Yes, that's what you said last time, yes.
yeah. Well, I think personally, if it meets the 6-foot requirement for me, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't know either, 6
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, 6 feet.
6 feet, maybe.
Yeah. Mike, I have to ask you, how does that stay up? I mean, naturally, you must have some post or whatever. You're not showing post or,
Yeah, we would have posts that would be sandwiched between the two here.
Only between.
okay,
That's good.
all right. And if you get approval to put that up, you're gonna have to change your landscaping a little bit, correct?
We would. So right now, as you can see, we have several arborvitae which range in height from 6 feet to 7 feet tall right now. You see here on the right, the remaining 3 closest to the road would stay there. We would remove the others, and then we would look to do some plantings of some varying heights here, but this was just a general rendering.
I got you.
You can buy arborvitae that spec in the landscape business, like 8 to 10 feet. I mean, you can buy them already quite tall.
Did you see this picture?
Yeah, we can't approve it at 8 foot.
It's the 8 foot, it's just too much.
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Mike, I know the other thing is, and it's probably not going to be an issue, but we're always concerned about sight lines. And because that parking lot has recently been redone, it's going to become a public parking lot. We should have the traffic safety, or police traffic safety come out and just make sure that it's not blocking any traffic coming up on West Avenue. It's probably not, but just for our protection and your protection, it's not a big. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, sometimes you can see through trees, but you're not going to see through that, so.
I did reference here in the application, the size and extent of the visual screen is in no way impacts the visual line of sight of vehicles traveling in either direction.
Okay, well, just first.
And that is,
Yeah.
we can photo document that.
Yeah, okay. All right. So are we in agreement that he can go to zoning hearing board? We give him the blessing, but we really want to see it at 6 foot.
No, I just think 6 foot's adequate.
So what's the,
They can go to zoning hearing board if they'd like, but I
Okay.
just think 6 foot's adequate.
Yeah,
we
right.
can recommend 6
We
foot.
can
I
recommend
can
6 foot.
recommend 6 feet, yeah.
Yes, yes, okay. All right,
I guess I would say if the design review board really feels that 6 feet is the maximum, one, there'd be no point to go to the zoning hearing board because we wouldn't need an exception, and 2, we wouldn't build the structure.
okay. All right.
So what do you, how do I phrase that?
You want Jane to take that one? Jane, you want to take it?
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry, before we jump ahead, Justin, any comments?
Only comment I have is that it exceeds the 6 foot in height that's required by
Right.
code. So you, board,
Okay.
he's asking is pretty much on you guys, how you feel
Sure,
in that
okay.
regard.
All right, well,
Well, as I understood it in talking with Kevin, it was if we could get conditional approval here for just kind of the more the aesthetic of the design, pending getting a variance for 8 foot. And he felt like there was, in his words, a good argument for hardship here.
Okay. All right, you're in that.
So what are we,
Aesthetically, we'll approve the design.
we're approving the design aesthetically for 6 feet,
Yeah, and that's,
Not to exceed the 6 foot code.
and you're in the code,
and he's got a right to go to 8 foot.
but you still can go and
That
ask for 8 feet.
doesn't affect our motion.
Correct.
That's just a
Yeah.
choice you can make
Yes,
after the motion.
yes. He can go to zoning hearing board. And-
That's fine, but we're recommending it shouldn't
Yes.
exceed the code and should not exceed 6 foot.
Right, right.
I don't know how you're gonna do that, Gene, but.
For DRB 2025-53, the resubmission for the screening fencing along the west side of the property between it and the parking lot. I move for approval of its design, but that it should remain, it should be only 6 feet.
Not to exceed 6 feet.
Oh, not, and it will not, should not exceed 6 feet
Per the code.
by the code, which,
Okay. That's fine. Okay, do we hear a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mike, go ahead.
Just one question. With the way that was worded, would I then need to come back here if I get an exception?
Okay, continued on the zoning board approval.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to clarify. The whole reason to be here first was if we could get this done, then zoning would either,
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
all right,
But right now, we have a motion that we're approving this design at no higher than 6 feet that's allowed under the code.
but of course, you got the right to go to zoning hearing
Yeah.
board and plead your hardship and,
Okay,
ask them for 8 foot.
okay,
All right,
thank you.
good luck.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks, Mike.
Do we vote on it?
Yeah, you second the motion.
I second the motion.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
think all in favor.
Or all in
Aye.
favor?
Okay,
Aye.
all right. Okay, next is DRB 2025-60, the application at 192 to 196 Landover Road for 2 wall signs.
Good
Hey.
evening. I'm,
Hey.
Andrew Moore with Moore's Landscaping.
How you doing, Andrew?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So when we talked about this last month, the only thing you guys really wanted to see was proof that the names were legally binding. So here's the
Yep.
forms for brewed and distilled.
Okay,
I didn't want to pay to get another rendering, so the rendering still shows the poster signage, but obviously I'm not asking for any of that. I'm just asking for
yes,
the distilled and the brewed.
okay. All right. So, Andrew, just a couple questions. What's the material, what's the makeup of those signs?
Aluminum.
The distilled and the brews, is it gonna be metal, is it gonna be wood, is it,
Aluminum.
oh, aluminum, I'm
Painted
sorry.
black, yes.
I'm sorry, okay. Illuminated?
Incorrect, no. There's just,
Goosenecks, did you say last month?
there's goosenecks already existing on
Goosenecks are
the,
gonna stay?
on the capping, yeah.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, and so we approved last month, if I remember right, the building facade, the
Correct,
changes to the facade, okay. And you're here just tonight for the approvals of the 2 signs?
correct, yes, sir.
Okay,
To match the Pennsylvania registered name of the business. That's what you did, right? Yeah.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
You guys just wanted to see that they were actually registered to the name
Right,
since
right.
Bryn Mawr Beverage would be getting,
yeah, we've had issues with that
Brewed up there.
before. Yeah, okay. So the brewed sign is 13 square feet, the distilled sign is 16 square feet. You're well within your allotted square footage with those 2 signs. You're under 15 feet from grade. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
What about the movie style?
That's a non-issue because it's not on the agenda tonight, so.
He'll come back
Yeah.
for those.
I got it. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know if you've done the math and all, but your so-called marquee signs or movie-style signs, they're over 100 square feet, so there's certainly issues with that. But
Yes, sir.
like I said, we're not here tonight to look at those, so we're just looking at the two signs.
correct.
So, okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, there was, and I think we just covered a couple quick things. I think we talked about the address numbers need to be on the store fronts. I don't know if we talked about that last month.
I don't think that was ever mentioned.
Okay, let's make sure the addresses are on each building, just, for emergency, anything like that, identification. There's A-frame signs that you see around town, tent signs, whatever you want to call them. They're against code, so you could tell the property owners not to spend their money and buy them.
You're talking about because he's not doing the other signage when you mentioned the A-frame?
No, they're against code.
You're talking about like the little fold-up things?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
the
they're against
sandwich,
code
the sandwich
anywhere. You
sign.
do see them around town, but the guys are putting them out, but they're not supposed to be out, so.
Yeah, I think he was gonna just get this building done and then worry about that after.
Okay, all right. Okay. Other comments from the board? Questions for Andrew?
No.
Andrew, you're good?
Yes, sir?
Any questions for us?
No, sir?
Justin, you're good? Okay. Whose turn?
My turn.
Okay.
In the matter of application number DRB 2025-60, Andrew Moore, on behalf of the property owner, Raj Patel, to have 2 signs will be installed above the doors of either business, supported by the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue, indicating that there are 2 specific business names. Motion to approve?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Andrew.
Next is DRB 2025-23, the application of Radnor Crossing Apartments at 284 Ivan Avenue for some railings, color change. This may be the easiest application all year.
Owners, can't make up, so
Okay,
I just have the initial stuff. We just kind of had a sample of what. we
okay,
thought
right,
we
I'm sorry,
wanted.
right into the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Let us know who you are.
My name is Beth Trolley. I'm the manager at Radnor Crossing.
Great, good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, Beth, tell us what's on the
So
agenda here.
the current railings are already black. They're like a iron railing. And then we proposed to change to white. And then now they want to change to black. We did a few samples. We had them inspected. They met code.
Right.
Owner decided upkeep, we're a very woodsy area, and we don't think that they're going to hold very well. So they proposed to do the exact same railing. I couldn't find an identical picture in just black vinyl railing. That's the only change.
You guys good? Everybody's happy?
Black looks better
Everybody's-
anyway, so good.
All right. James?
Okay, for DRB 2025-23 for Radnor Crossing Apartments at 284 Ivan Avenue in St. David's, I move to replace the black metal railings, to now put black vinyl railings on the property. I move for approval.
Okay, fair second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Beth.
you.
I appreciate that.
That was a long one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I've asked the applicant, DRB 2025-58, the application of Philadelphia Print Shop, if you'd be so kind to let us put him at the end of the agenda, and he's agreed to that. So, Dave, I promise you we'll get through it quick, all right? So, all right, so moving right along, we're going to jump over to new applications for this month. The first one being DRB 2025-61, the application of Rita's Water Ice at 230 West Wayne Avenue for exterior renovations and 2 wall signs. Hello there.
Good evening.
Oh, yeah.
I see you've been working on the building already.
Started. Yep,
Okay.
just inside, nothing outside.
No, you better hurry.
All right. So we got a
Want our
handheld
water
mic
ice.
there for you. There's a handheld mic up front, so let us know who you are and the business you represent.
Yep, Brad Gerisi with Gerisi Design. So I'm the architect on the project, and I'm here on behalf of the owner.
Okay. All right, why don't you walk us through what you have?
Sure thing. So for the exterior alterations, I'll start with, and then we'll go to signage. As you can see here on the front of the building, this is on Wayne Ave. We have these 3 entry doors. What we're actually proposing is to infill this middle door here. It's no longer needed for the layout of the interior. And we would just be infilling that opening, match the stucco that's on the rest of the building.
Okay. So you won't even know it was there.
Correct. So you
Okay.
can see right
Gotcha.
here, this is the opening that's going in. So just in terms of the plan, just to orient you over here is the next item. I'm going to look at the ramp that's going in. And that's on this elevation right here at this entrance. And this is to provide handicap access into the new Rita's space.
Today you removed part of the wall and you're holding up the roof.
Excuse me?
Oh, today you've taken out part of the wall there and you put the supports for the roof.
There
Yes,
is
you're
some
getting ready
structural
to make-
repairs being done,
getting
yes.
Ready to put the
Exactly.
ramp in.
Yep, yep, exactly. So just to give you elevation, this was that door infill. And then moving over to the side with the ramp. This is where that new ramp entrance is going. So we'll have a new landing, a couple steps up to the landing, and then a ramp that runs along the side of the building there to provide access. So you can see that from this side as well. So the railings are going to be black aluminum powder-coated railings, handicap, for the handicap access. So they'll be 36 inches high and similar to what we have on the front of the building, just minus the vertical pickets. Yep.
So this location, I mean, most readers have a takeout window or whatever,
So this is going to be open all year long.
so it'll
So
be
there is
all
no,
inside.
correct. This is an indoor Rita, so you'll actually go inside to get your service.
Gotcha.
Yep,
Okay.
no window, no walk-up window.
Right,
Yep.
gotcha. Okay, good.
And then on the rear of the building, which is actually this small landing and stair here, we're just going to be adding a railing to that.
Okay.
So that's what you're seeing here. Same thing, black powder-coated aluminum.
All right. Now, the building itself, are you going to repaint the outside? I know it was recently painted.
Recently painted, existing to remain. Any patching, repairing is going to match that same
Gotcha,
finish.
okay.
Yep.
And he actually, just if you remember, painted the roof,
I know
which
he
is kind of
painted the roof.
unusual, yeah.
The roof was painted.
That was the prior
Yes.
owner.
Right,
Yep.
just to make it more saleable, he had it painted, yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Believe it or not, yeah.
I was like, never saw that.
I never saw it either.
Everyone's going to see that?
Yeah. It looks good, I have to say, yeah. So,
So those were the proposed exterior alterations.
okay.
For the
Is there
building.
any question, I'm sorry, your name again?
Brad,
Brian, is there any
Brad.
questions for Brian?
Not for
Brad.
that-
Exterior?
But not for that so far.
Okay. All right, Brian, so, looks like we're good on the exterior
We're
renovations.
good on
then,
the
right?
exterior.
The sign.
And of course, the handicap ramp, I'm sure the township will assist you with the,
we've actually reviewed it on-site
Yeah.
with Andy. Yep.
gotcha, great. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at that signage you have.
Sure thing. So you're probably familiar with the Rita's logo. So essentially what we're putting in here are two locations for the Rita signage. We have the one location, which is on Conestoga. This is actually just above where that handicap ramp would be going. And this is the Rita's logo. We have a building frontage of 38'7", so we are allowed up to 25, just over 25 and a half square feet for signage on this facade. This sign is 24.3 square feet.
Right,
So in terms of square footage, we are under the square footage there.
Perfect.
This is less than 15 foot above grade, so no
Yes.
issues with height. And in terms of the actual sign, this is what we're looking at here. It's the Rita's logo, acrylic fronts. The areas that you see are white. It's internally illuminated, so that's where the light would shine through, is just the white areas. And this is translucent, where you have the other colors.
So at nighttime, Brian, the only thing we're going to see is Rita's illuminated?
The white parts of the logo is my understanding.
White
that
stripes and then the word Rita's.
Okay.
Yep.
The green and the red will all be black at nighttime.
That, my understanding is because that's the color, it's not going to shine through the same as it does for the white portions.
Okay, well, it's got to be black, according to code,
So nothing other than just the white portions can show through.
pretty much.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
will-
Technically, the white stripes probably shouldn't show through, but,
So the sign vendor who couldn't be here tonight,
Yeah.
he did run through all this with Kevin, and based on what he's proposing, Kevin did say this is within the language of the code.
all right.
The size is, the illumination is the question.
Yeah, I mean, at nighttime, internally lit signs should just be the name of the business only. I mean, the way you want to get around it is just put some spotlights on it, yeah, and don't make it internally illuminated, and, you know,
Okay. I'll convey that to them, to the signage vendor. So basically, just where the letters of Rita's and Ice Custard Happiness, just the lettering is what you can have
Yes.
shining through.
yeah. Or like I say, just, you know,
Yeah, they may want to consider even, a light coming off that eave right there.
There are some existing lights there.
That might be a
I
better
think
way
this
to
is
go.
part
That
of
way
the,
You don't have to worry about it, and it shines in your.
yeah, and I think this is part of the branding approach
Yeah.
as well, where this is consistent with all their locations.
No, the branding's
Yeah.
fine, it's the illumination, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like we're suggesting, maybe a light above that eave, just right down on it, or two of them,
Mm-hmm.
and you're out.
But if that's the case, we can still have the illumination of the
Still
letters.
illumination, you
Yeah.
just only have the word Rita.
Rita's and the Ice Custard Happiness portion.
No.
What's the name
No,
of
I
the
could-
business? Is there, what's the name of
Oh,
the
okay.
business?
Rita's.
pull that off.
So you can't do the other portion. I'm asking to be able to convey to them, so,
Only the name of the business can.
Okay. I'll let them know.
So we'll approve it like this, but you have the option to come back if you're going to change it to a spotlight type signage. You'll have to reappear before our board.
Okay, I'll let them know that.
Yeah.
And then the other location is facing West Wayne Avenue, which is this one, which would be located up above the pent roof.
Right.
So based on the dimensions, it is within the 15-foot height. It's the same logo sign. We would adhere to the same illumination
Yeah.
requirements that we have there. We don't have an opportunity for external illumination there, but
Yeah. He's actually, Brian, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we can't approve a roof sign, and that's considered a roof sign.
okay. So an alternate,
There you go.
There you
The
go.
alternate universe.
Nicely done. There you go.
Yeah, that's nicer.
all right.
Yeah.
So our alternate location would be essentially similar to the other one on the front corner of the building.
Same program. Yep. Actually, that looks better.
Yeah.
The only concern with this one was just with vehicles parked there, because there is parking spaces, was visibility. So when you get cars parked there, it kind of blocks some of the signage. So they were trying to avoid that.
Okay, give me just 1 second. Let me just ask Lisa and/or Justin, would you want the applicant to come back next month for this sign, since have not had a chance to review it? Would it be better? I'm sorry? Yeah, for the option Brian just proposed. Or,
Brad, by the way.
I'm sorry, Brad?
It's all good.
I'm calling you Brian.
Brad, can we just add Brad a couple questions?
Fire
We may
away,
know.
yeah.
Brad, none of the dimensions have changed, right, on the signage?
It's the same, it's the same as the other one that's on the other facade,
Gotcha.
just this location on this face.
Understood, and so it still complies with the square footage requirements? It's
Correct.
just the location has changed.
Correct. We are well under the allowable square footage there.
Do you have copies of that we can walk away with today?
I have 6 copies I brought with me.
Okay. So that, So board, just
Yes.
since you asked the question, we don't have an issue with taking that from you today, that quick change, since it doesn't really change any of this calculations or math in
Okay.
regard to it. So just so you know, when you
Yes.
guys make a decision.
Okay, so Brad, your square footage allotment on the West Wayne Avenue side, did you calculate that out?
Yes, so it is allowed to be 37 and a half square feet,
And that comes in at,
24.3.
oh, same as what's on.
It's the same exact sign, just on 2 different facades.
Okay, I think it'll look better there anyway.
I do too.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you got this.
I don't think you
beautiful-
have any problem
with
with,
that-
with customers knowing where you are.
Right,
And then with that lighting again, between the translucent Rita only and then the light on top.
Okay.
again, it's your call. I'd be honest with you, I'd rather see like a soft wash kind of spotlight on it. I mean, you got beautiful living quarters across the street and stuff like that.
Well,
I think the
my
last thing-
sister lives next door.
There you go. All right. But yeah, I think the last thing you want to see is a bright internally lit sign at nighttime, and so consider that.
Yeah.
But again, if you're going to make that change, you're going to have to come back. So you can talk to.
I'll definitely convey that to them.
Yes.
I think you could move ahead on it. I mean, sort of, we know the sign will fit. It's
Yeah.
just how it's going to be illuminated.
Right.
So essentially, if it is installed without the exterior illumination, that's how it's
Interior.
presented tonight. That's going to be, that's part of the application. But if they want to add external illumination, that would be another meeting they would come
Yes.
to. Okay.
Oh,
fine with you?
you mean, you mean the internal illumination?
I would make them come back because you're going to have to change the materials on the sign. You're not going to use that same plastic sign and light it up with lights. Yeah, yeah. So the materials will probably change, and yeah, so definitely make sure that it's done right.
So what, is this not approved or contingent?
Well,
This is the size
no,
we're approving.
we'll approve tonight, but Brad knows that, you know, if it's changed, he's going to have to come back. So,
So is this a contingent approval on our?
no, it'll be a final approval, but he's got the
What do
option to
we-
come back.
What's our motion then?
Motion's going to be that we approve the two signs as presented.
But we can't.
We can't.
We can't.
Because the whole thing's back illuminated.
No, we're allowing it to be internally lit.
No,
Or-
but nothing can show,
We
I don't
but
think you can
no,
do
no,
that
we
with
have
those
to say,
stripes.
they are depicting from the original spec here that everything is illuminated, the white, the Rita's, and the custard name in the bottom.
Well,
I think the only thing that could be lit is the
Yeah.
business name, which is Rita's.
Right.
Nothing else can be backlit.
Right.
So we should put that in this, right?
Yeah, we'll mention that, yeah, definitely in the
I'm sorry.
motion,
Okay,
yeah, we'll mention in the motion, but yeah.
You
Okay.
get the motion.
Well, I don't know.
If we were, if,
It's not contingent, it is.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It is contingent in some way. Yeah, you'll
Can I
do
use
it.
that word?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So,
so for my just
Yes.
curious, if this is being presented as both internally illuminated and externally illuminated, you're saying that's not that's not an option for this evening's?
It's,
Maybe.
it's how it would look.
Yeah.
Here's the issue. The code says the only word that can be lit is the word Rita's,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Just that word Rita is not the logo that people associate with Rita, which is the whole red and white stripe, the green, and the little banner on the bottom, the tagline, correct? We all agree with that. So you have to decide, do you just want that white Rita sign to be lit, or are you gonna rechange the material, so if you light it with some kind of soft lighting, that the whole thing is lit? I don't think that translucent thing would work well, Bob doesn't think that, so it's up to you, what looks best.
Okay, I'll share that with them, that
Okay.
this evening would be approved based on internally illumination of just the letters.
Yes.
And that's what,
Or you have the choice to change the shine material with having it front lit, and then we just approve it.
I'm not the signage vendor, so unfortunately I
Okay.
can't confirm that that's,
So you're still
or-
a ways
We
from
didn't make the
opening
light
up,
yet,
right?
don't worry about it.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You're not close to opening up, you got a lot of work to do in there, so,
Some work to do.
yeah, we can get you back in for the November.
And you can put up a temporary banner sign, too,
Yeah,
Excellent.
for
Ryan.
30 days.
yeah, a couple other things, too. Have they said anything to you about window signage?
I asked, nothing as of right now is being
Okay.
proposed.
Okay, so they're allowed up to 20% of available window space for signage. Again, that's going to have to come back before us. Okay.
And that goes
Sometime
into
they
the
do-
total wall, the total signage area allowed for each facade.
Right, and that, sometimes they use neon, I know, in some of their locations or whatever, so. Again, you heard tonight, no sandwich boards, A-frame boards.
Yep,
Okay. We need the address number prominently displayed on the building.
yep.
Okay,
That would be at the door locations.
okay. And if you're going to put parking signs up, we'd like to see those.
Okay.
All right? So, like, no parking, Rita's only or whatever, so.
Okay, I'll let them know.
And how about your trash? What are you going to do with the trash? The
My under-
dumpster?
My understanding is that's going to be over on this side of the building.
Okay. All right, needs to be fenced in.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Yeah, I assume they're going to have a dumpster.
That's my understanding,
They
yes.
probably generate enough trash for a
Yeah.
dumpster. Okay. All right. Okay, Board, what else? Questions, comments?
You hit it all. I was just thinking the dumpster, too, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Anything else? Your agreement with this?
Oh, yeah.
With the signs?
Yeah, I think the signs is something they have to rethink. Well, they've got to come back in for the rest of the sign package anyway.
Yeah, I personally would like to see externally lit, soft kind of wash.
Certainly, I
I think
would
in
too.
that location it'll look a lot better.
I do, too.
I mean, it sits right on top of the road. You don't need that,
No,
you know,
no.
coming right at you. So,
And we want to make that corner look good.
yeah, yeah. So that's our recommendation. So, but talk to the powers that be, so,
Okay.
okay. All right, Craig, you have any other comments for Brad?
I'm good.
Brad, any questions for us?
I think you answered the ones already.
The fence, all that, all those things we just talked about.
I'm sorry?
Come in front of us, the fencing, or not? That part of the zoning board, not part of us, is it? To
Did
make
they
sure
hand-
that what type of fencing?
Oh, no, they're fine. They'll be fine. Yeah, the township will handle
Take
that.
care of that, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
On the matter of application number DRB 2025-61, 2 new exterior signs, approved contingent on that the back illumination for the business, the back illumination is only for the business name registered with the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue. In this case, the word Rita's. Is there anything else?
You want to talk about the different type of signage and the right to come back
Okay, right.
or
And
externally?
so do you have the choice of the different type of signage where the signage size remains the same? The change of location from the roof to the wall as you presented? The Also, recommendation is you may consider some soft lighting on the sign as opposed to backlit, so you can see the complete logo, all right? And also, you have to come back for the fence around the dumpster.
No, you won't have to come back for that.
What? You don't come back?
No,
Oh, Just
no.
so that
Yeah.
you agree that you're going to put a fence per
Any
the township code
trash
around it.
enclosure would
Yeah.
be there for any trash.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, does he have to come back for any exterior lighting on the building and the parking signs?
Oh, right.
Well,
Nah.
well, you can run that through Kevin and see what he
Yeah,
says.
you wanna-
Okay.
Okay,
That's fine.
all right,
You want a second that?
okay. Have a second on that?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Brad.
Appreciate your time.
Good luck. We may see you next month.
The rule of thumb is any type of sign, that's usually.
Yeah. Brad, if you're going to come back next month, just to let you know, the meeting is November 12th, so it's always the second Wednesday of the month, but you have to have your plans into the township building by October 22nd to get on the November 12th agenda.
Exactly.
All right? Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is DRB 2025-62, the application of Nudies Cafe, 600 West Lancaster Avenue for exterior facade renovations. Hello there, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great.
I am Carl Stratton. I'm with Nudies, and Ray Nudie is here with
Hey,
me
Ray.
tonight.
All right, good. All right, good to have you here. I guess the Radnor Township's the only community in the area without a Nudies, huh? Now we're going to have one. Yeah, all right.
We're about to change that.
Yeah, that's great.
Want to steal business from your Devon store?
So I assume everyone's familiar with the location where we're going, onto the corner. So our designer, the first page here is on the right-hand side is the inspiration for what is being planned, which is basically a black and white, which I see more and more examples in the township, the Nest and Stratford Cleaners. I see Worldwide Sound is now a black building as well.
Everybody's doing black and white.
Yep, so sorry about that. We're fitting in. So the idea is you can see the existing building on the left and definitely in need of refreshing. So our plan is to go with the black and white design with a little bit of yellow. Our corporate colors are black and gold, so we'll have a little bit of yellow accent with the door.
Well, before we go further, I wanted to ask you about that. I went through the application. Are you proposing to paint all the brick black?
Correct.
You want to make it a black building?
Yes.
That's black, not like a dark gray.
So we've had other applicants come in like in the center of town near the post office, who wanted to paint their building with, their brick buildings, and we pretty much shot them down. One of the fears being this town has a lot of brick. The other fear being over time it starts to flake, it doesn't look good. So I don't know how the board feels about that.
Yeah, and then the corner where they were supposed to just put parging on so the brick would look.
Right.
They went ahead and painted it, and then they had to try to wipe it off. It wasn't
That was the Wayne
successful.
Jewelers
that.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
And
you,
then the black was with the, oh, good grief, Starbucks Avelinos building.
Yes.
And I think that it does look black, appears to be black, but it's not a harsh black.
And that's a stucco building.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
a brick
that's
building.
not a brick building, right.
Yeah, and it's been painted many times with different tenants and all, so
yeah.
it's a different
Yeah,
application.
this is tough to say you want to
Yeah,
paint the brick black.
I'm not for the painting it a black brick.
No, I'm
Now,
not either.
what's your property owner feel?
they've signed off on it.
Okay.
It's part of,
I'm sorry, Ray.
Charcoal black, it's not a solid.
Let us know who you are, Ray.
That makes a
Oh, it's a
difference.
semi-gloss, no,
the,
semi-gloss doesn't.
An issue of painting the brick.
Yeah, okay, I was just gonna say,
although, I mean, there's many buildings that have painted brick, painted white. I
Right.
mean, you definitely are making a commitment at that point that you're in the painting business.
To be honest with you, a lot of them are done on a QT pretty much, so.
'cause I have two locations that are brick that we painted them black and
Sure.
look great,
What do
and we kept them.
What's your take on that?
I'm against painting the black brick, painting the brick at all. I'm just not in favor of painting the brick here in this case.
And, you could do the
Especially
trim
on
in
the colonial
black.
design of this
Yeah.
thing. This is not a box. This is a colonial design.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would really.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too.
I think there's enough trim work that if you paint it that black, it's going to give it,
Yeah, with the black windows, I mean, that's what everybody's doing.
yeah. So, but why don't you go ahead with your proposal there, and we'll talk about it at the end, but just to let you know.
Okay. Well, the page 5 shows the colors that we were proposing, which is the black in the lower left, alabaster in the center for all the existing trim work, and then beeswax in the upper left, which will be basically just a trim around the door to get some of our yellow in. And then the two examples of the lighting changes that are proposed, and I have the specific fixtures later in the presentation.
Okay.
So turning to page 6, what was planned in the front was, again, the brick painted black, and then refreshing the trim with the alabaster around the door itself, which I have more detail here. This is what that front porch area would look like, with just the area around the glass in the front door painted yellow as complementary color. And then the rest of the white there being repainted as alabaster, and then a new pendant light fixture overhead. And I apologize that that's not visible.
Your wall fixture, your pendants are fine.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Then looking at the side, this would be standing on Old Sugartown and looking west. Again, the idea, the brick painted white, the existing areas that are white now would be alabaster, and then replacing those sconce lights. Makes sense. Then this would be standing on Sugartown Road looking east. And in this area, again, painted, the brick painted black. I didn't mention, I'm sorry, I got past it on here. Looking at the front of the building, this was going to be a vertical white siding in the area that's shaded blue there. Also, I didn't mention, you'll see us again, we're not talking signs tonight. We're not talking outdoor seating yet. That'll be, so you'll get to know us in the coming months. So again, on the side where you'd be standing on Sugartown Road looking east, this area here that's shaded blue would be vertical white sided.
When you come back, you'll have to come back with a landscaping plan also, doesn't it?
I don't think at this point there's plans to change anything.
You're just going to leave those old bushes where they are? Oh,
We would cut them down some, but otherwise,
okay.
I thought they kind of look ratty. Yeah.
I know, well, do a lot of work and leave the old bushes there. That's okay. Well, I'm not into,
and-
I think you're going to have to rethink your color palette and what you're doing. This is just for facade color changes tonight, correct? I think the brick should remain a brick.
Yeah.
And I think you can work with your black and another thing somewhere else, like in the trim, the mullions in the windows and stuff like that, and those areas of the building. And I think having put nice black trim on the building will tie it in and make it look more 2025 without having to paint the brick.
Can
I've
I
never
ask-
understood painting brick. You're setting yourself up for a lot more work, because I have relatives that live in Washington, D.C., and for some unknown reason in Washington, they love to paint brick houses different colors. And it's just that then they have to keep painting it. The reason you have a brick building is so you don't have to paint it.
Can we get the approval to paint the white trim part? Because now it's getting close to winter. By the time we get another hearing to come back in.
Right, paint the white trim.
Well, or if we paint the trim black,
Well, that's up to you, but I think the trim.
rather than come back,
I'd be in favor.
You want to paint it before it gets cold?
yeah.
What do you think, Greg? Painting the white trim black?
Yeah.
And if we decide not to do that color, I'll come back.
You can come paint again in spring if you want, right?
Yeah.
I think they would.
Well, I mean, you're going to mix in those other two colors somewhere along the line, too, I'm sure.
But that was, yeah, I have to talk to Barbara Belange.
Can you go back to the top of the pediment, inside the pediment there? Right there, where you have it highlighted
And blue?
blue?
Yeah, that was going to be white.
That was
That's
going to be
gonna stay
white siding.
Yeah,
You're not black, are you? Or-
no, just the brick was going to be black. Everything else was going to be white.
Okay.
to have, you know.
That was, the blue area is going to be white siding.
Wait, son, you
The
just
same-
highlighted to see what you were doing.
Yes, exactly, yep.
What's white siding now, I think, isn't it?
It's what, yeah, it's what it just beat up.
But
It
you're
has to
gonna
be
We're
change
going
it
to
to
flip it to vertical instead of
vertical and
horizontal.
clean it up.
Let me just ask Justin, can we give an approval without actually seeing what we're buying as such?
Well, it would be the-
Give
it
them
would
the
be
approval
same.
to paint the trim black? I know we're going
No,
down a
it's
slippery
a
slope.
stretch, no.
It would-
Yeah.
It wouldn't be wise in that instance, because you really don't know
Right.
what it is you're asking
Yeah,
to see.
If it would be the same black that we would use in these samples that we would use on the brick would be what we use in the trim, which we have the sample.
I would like to see, and I know it can be done, because we've had it many times before, we actually see the before and what it's going to look like after, and see it exact, you know, the building with the black trim and contrast colors in other areas, so we see exactly what we're getting. It's kind of hard to visualize. I think we can visualize in some ways, but,
No, it's hard.
yeah, yeah. But,
I do think the windows in the front with the black mullions, and they look pretty more modern. I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah, I
could-
agree.
but You can't.
But it's, we don't want to go down that road, right, Justin? We'd rather see it, so, okay. All right, so we're going to have to push it back a month. All right.
And so what would you like us to bring? Done up with the colors
Yeah,
on it?
if you could, it makes life a lot easier for us.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows exactly what we're
By that,
getting.
you just mean these pictures showing with black, before and after.
Yeah, pretty much. Show us exactly what it's going to look like
Use the fill
afterwards.
And again, like you say, like you have here, the Sherwin-Williams color and its
Yeah.
number, so engineering has that information when you come in for.
Yeah, I believe we have it on here too, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We didn't talk about the
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. I'm
That's
sorry. I
okay.
forgot
Yeah,
it was the
continue
camera.
with your application there. Yeah.
Just show, we didn't talk about the rear, but the
Yeah.
ATM infrastructure, which is over there on the left, colored in green, is coming out. It's going to be replaced with brick to match.
Right.
And then the drive-through window, which you can see in the top, is going to be pulled out and replaced with a storefront door that's going to match exactly the existing door that's there.
Okay.
And then with brick patching,
Yeah.
any of the brick that needs to be replaced.
Okay. All right. So,
There's
yeah,
no drive-through at all. You don't have it. You don't, none of
No.
your stores have
No.
drive-through.
No.
all right, so you're going to come back for signage, you're going to come back for outside dining, that could be later on. But hopefully we'll see you next month. We'll get this painting situation squared away. I think the lighting is good. There's one thing in here, the new sconces TBD.
Oh,
When you
they're
have
actually-
those, if you can
I'm
bring
sorry.
those in.
They were the last couple pages.
Okay, you want to save those for next month? Why
No,
don't we do
well,
that?
they're right here.
You got them? Okay, are they in our packet?
Yeah, they're in your packet.
They're in our packet, okay.
Pages 12 and 13 are the
Okay.
lights. The wall sconces are page 12,
Okay.
and the pendant light for the front porch is
Says- yeah, it says
13.
to be determined, but you have them. Okay. Look fine. What do you think, Jane? You
Yeah,
like 'em?
yeah.
You're
No,
good,
I look
Greg?
fine, yeah. I think
Okay.
They look great.
I like the lights.
All right. Okay, so we know where we're at then. We need a whole painting schematic, you might say.
Can you give
Yes.
us a date?
Yeah. So
Submission date?
our next meeting is November 12th.
Yeah, I heard. We have to have this in by the 22nd.
You
Yeah, we
got
wanted
it.
to make sure you knew about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll get you on the
Go pretty
agenda.
quick.
We'll do a continuation tonight,
Great.
okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not, lost
So
track.
I'm
of
just
it.
going to, we're moving for a continuation.
Okay, and before, let me just ask Justin and Lisa, you're good with both? Okay. No, just strictly a continuation.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll approve the sconces and the pendant lighting, if you want to do that. Yeah, lighting we'll approve.
Okay, all right. And the replacement of the ATM and the
Yeah, the patchwork
drive-through.
on the
Okay,
building, yeah. Okay.
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 For
All right, go ahead,
DRB 2025-62 for Nudi's Cafe in Wayne at 600 West Lancaster Avenue, I move for approval of the lighting and the fixtures, the replacement of the ATM and drive-through to be infilled with brick, and a new door.
Storefront door for
No, new storefront door where the drive-through was. Okay. And continuance for renovations to the facade, particularly the colors of the fascia and the door, and the brick will remain and will not be painted.
Do we hear a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Ray. Okay. Next is DRB 2025-63, the application of National Veterinary Association at 635 Conestoga Road for wall sign and facade renovation. Hello there.
Hello,
How you doing?
back again.
All right.
I believe I can plug in a jump drive
Sure.
in here. Be a little easier to see.
You're moving.
Yeah.
My,
Area is moving. St. George Hunt is moving.
yes, yes. We were up here for the pet relief fence
Sure.
earlier. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Nick Cifaretto with Tricarico Architecture and Design for NVA/St. George Hunt.
Okay, good.
Right.
But it's now part of a National Veterinary Associate. Okay.
Correct. Thought I would start with some of the previous tenants' signage, just to give you an idea of what previous tenants had on this. I'll use this. Previous tenants had Premier Urgent Care, had that sign in that location, and then Tower Urgent Care also had a similar sign. I believe the key point here is that 15 feet to the top of that logo. So what we are proposing
Is the sign going to be backlit?
the sign is channel backlit based on the previous applicant. I see that there was a question regarding the logo not being lit and just the letters, if I'm reading that correctly. Trying to zoom in here. No. Is there a zoom button on this?
Right above the word signage, look to the right. After it says Ask Copilot, keep going to the right, one more, right? Nope, you went too far. There's a plus sign.
Oh, that one, okay. Excellent.
There you go.
There we go. So that is the daytime look,
Yeah.
and it's channel letters, so during the day they will be the teal color that's up there. And then at night, they were proposing the illuminated letters, and I believe they are asking for the logo to be illuminated, but based on, I don't know if that's
Well,
part.
It's not a box sign.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Will it be on after business hours?
No, I believe that it'll be on the time clock. So
Right.
whatever the regulation is for
Yeah.
illumination.
Yeah, most guys don't want to burn electricity 2
Right,
o'clock in the morning.
exactly.
So, yeah,
It's not 24-hour vet either, so.
right.
As far as,
It's nice.
as far as the size, we have approximately 18 square feet. Based on the linear footage and the additional square foot per linear foot, we have a 75-foot out-to-out, so we get 62 square feet, but I believe the max is 50. We're well under that, that's 18 square feet.
Okay.
And the max height here,
You just scoot in, don't you?
what's that?
You just make
Yeah,
it a
exactly, I
couple
just
inches,
zoomed
yeah.
in and
14.8 and change.
you know, you have your software that you're used to. Okay, let's see here. And I broke the mouse.
14.8 and 3/4.
That's it. Thank you.
Who needs a computer, right?
It's under 15.
Yeah, under 15, that's the key.
And the address is above the door, so that's good.
Yes.
Okay.
The only other thing I wanted to alert you to is they're requesting to paint underneath the door, the surround, and I have a sample of that color. It's also listed on the sheet. Just to give you an idea.
You're not coming in for the monument sign?
We're not coming in for the monument sign. That's going to have to do with PennDOT, from what I understand, with my conversation with Kevin. So we have to get that approved by them. There were 2 monument signs there originally,
Yeah.
but they didn't want to hold up the process, so they'll come back for that.
You have less parking at this location than at the current location. Interesting.
I don't know that for a
I know,
fact.
you're only, I know. It's kind of funny.
They're also proposing to replace the existing sconces with a colored sconce and a new pendant to replace the existing pendant. So those lights are currently there, they're just going to replace the fixtures.
You have the fixtures here?
I do have the fixtures. Excuse me. This is the sconce. Again, to match the teal of the logo. And then the other light fixture is this fixture here. And compared to the fixture they have there, I think it's an improvement.
Yeah, good.
So that's what they have currently.
Okay. All right, any questions, comments? It's pretty cut and dry application. Just, yeah, the logo. That can be lit, because it's not a box sign.
Oh, because it's not a box.
Yeah,
Oh, so they can have that illuminated with the,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Excellent.
yeah. All right, I like it.
Yeah, I
It looks
like it.
good.
I like it.
Yeah,
I wish they weren't moving, but I
I
like it.
know. I take my cat there, so
I
she's not gonna be happy either. It's a longer ride.
You
So,
can't hold that against me.
It's harder to get in and out there. It's a busy intersection
Well,
after 3 o'clock. Good luck.
They told me there's more parking. They're a little squeezed for parking where they're at.
That big park behind them with that park and the dog park right behind them?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what they told me, so, yeah. All right, anything else you want to bring to the board's attention, or
No, I think that's it.
you're covered? You guys are
Yeah.
good? Any
Yeah, we're
comments?
good. I'm good.
Questions? You're good?
I'm good.
Fire away.
All right, for DRB 2025-63 for St. George Hunt and Veterinary Associations, new signs. A new accent paint color at the entry, door surround, and new wall sconces and pendant light to replace it, the existing in the exact same locations. I move for approval.
There a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Great,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2025-640, application of Co's Surgery, 789 East Lancaster Avenue for wall signage. Hello there.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
Good. I'm Brendan Whalen. I'm with KMC Partners. We're the general contractor.
Nice to have you here, Brendan. Okay.
They're behind. We know where they are. The old roller rink. You must know where it is.
And Howard Johnson's,
And Howard Johnson.
and the Villanova Diner after.
So is this allowed to be more than 15 feet above
Well,
grade?
that's the, kind of the agreement with the
Yeah,
courts
that's what I
and
thought, so,
everything,
yeah. Okay, we're good.
Sorry, my drive isn't showing up here.
If you'd rather just lay your plans out on the table, they're pretty cut and dry, so.
Yeah.
I don't have them
Here,
here.
you
We
can,
have them.
Drop.
you can use mine.
Oh, here it is. I'm
Got
sorry.
it?
Here.
Got it.
Co-surgery.
Yeah, so here's our location, 789 East Lancaster Avenue on the back side of the building. There currently is a Azie sign, the old restaurant in that location that we were planning on replacing. It's still currently there installed. I have a picture of that as well that I could share.
Do you have a picture?
Yes. So that's the current sign, in the same location. So we're planning on putting a black backer on that location, and then just individual letters. They are going to be illuminated. There's already power run to the current letters, so
Is each letter or just backlit?
to each letter. Yeah.
We know it is well over 15 feet from grade, but there's some special provisions down there
Yeah, I thought so.
which allow them to have their sign
know.
over 15 feet from grade, so.
They're pretending it's on the backside of the building.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the signage looks great.
I do too, I
Yeah,
do too.
I
do
think it'll
too.
match a lot of the other
No,
signage
that's
on the
okay, yeah, no, I
property.
know, it does.
And
Matches the fine wine and good spirits.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about the height, so.
No, because it's from the back.
Yeah, it is what it is, so. So I think that's it. Yeah, the only other question, Brendan, I have for you is there's two monument signs out front with panels. Do you know if the panels are going to be replaced on that sign?
They are planning on doing that, but that's going to have to be a separate application, I believe,
Okay,
through the building. So I think there
Okay.
were some things that needed to be figured out with the building
okay, fine.
ahead of that.
So if you could pass it along to the property owners that they will need to come in for design review board to change those panels.
Yep, yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Great. All right. Anything else, guys?
No,
You're good? It's
not
pretty
yet.
easy, cut and dry? Brendan, anything else for us?
No,
Okay.
appreciate your time.
All right, you bet.
On the matter, application number DRB 2025-64, at location of 789 East Lancaster Avenue, Suite 100, property owner Provco Group. The applicant is asking for Co-Surgery PP LLC, is opening up a new healthcare at this location, 789 East Lancaster Avenue. They're asking to replace the old AZIE sign at the current location and replace it with an existing sign, Co-Surgery. I make a motion to approve,
And we just mentioned that if they change the panel signs on the monument, they're going to have to come back.
and if, to change the panel signs on the monument, change the panels on the monument sign, you need to come back for another application. Okay.
All right, do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Thank you, nice to meet you. All right, next is DRB 2025-65, the application of Johnny's Pizza, 369 West Lancaster Avenue, one wall sign and one glass sign, window sign. Brian, how you doing?
Good evening.
Okay.
Brian, good evening. Brian Unoviak from Sign Studios. And I'm here to represent Johnny's Pizza, which is going to be, it's under build up, but it's going to be located in the Stratford Shopping Center. Previously, right exactly where the Four Seasons Pizza place was, and then previous to that, where DeMayo's used to be. So it's always been a pizza place.
Ovens are there.
Anyway, as far as calculations, the calculations are 36 square foot is what he qualifies for. However, he wants a smaller sign. And you can see that the sign that he's proposing is a lot smaller than what I would really recommend. However, that is 8 square feet of signage. They are channel letters on a raceway. The raceway is going to be painted to match the facade color, the Pantone color of the facade. We've done a lot of signs in the shopping center over the years, from Sterling Optical to a variety of other bank signs. It is really good construction, 5-inch channel return, a cast acrylic, not a countered acrylic, so it is durable, it doesn't warp, illuminates well. And the specifications of the channel letters on a raceway are here. Both the top 2 pages, 16-inch high illuminated channel letters on a raceway for the J and Johnny's. You can see that the logo, that is their logo, by the way, but that's the way he wanted it to appear. So it does taper down. It's a stock red acrylic, 0.040 returns, stock red, the trim is stock red, and it's a 0.063 raceway, pretty solid. There's a catwalk behind this building. There's a little entranceway that we have to crawl and pull the wiring through. Done it before, it's not a big deal. As far as...
Hey, Brian, quick question.
Yes.
I mean, there are new facades in those buildings. You're going to be able to patch it up really well so you don't see any old...
Yeah, we always do that. I know the last 3 signs that we put up in the shopping center, we filled all the holes with a paintable silicone, and we touched it up with a Pantone paint to match.
For the permit.
And you really have to do that because it's going to look terrible if you don't.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The sign could be no higher than 15 feet from grade?
Yes.
And that's not indicated on your...
I know, and I apologize. It's approximately, it's within 15 feet, but I have a calculation of 13 feet
Okay. When you
at the very
apply
top.
for your permit, can you turn that information in? that it
I
tells you?
can, yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
appreciate
I
it.
wrote it on my page, but
Okay,
I
just
noticed
turn
it
it in.
wasn't on there.
Make sure we have it
Yeah.
in the files. Okay.
And normally,
Yeah.
but yes, you can see to the right of that is Hot Works, and it's within line with the Hot Works sign. It's also actually lower than the Sterling Optical sign, which is at 15 feet.
You guys good with the sign? It's pretty
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
All
just-
right.
It's all UL listed and labeled as well, all the components, and we have the stamps and the seals on them.
And
So the window sign, Brian,
Yes, it's going to be within 15% of the window glass. He really doesn't want to do all of the glass.
so Brian, on our application, we don't have any measurements as far as the size of the window and the size of the decal. So actually, unfortunately, we're going to have to ask you to come back for that next month.
This is the, yeah, that's he doesn't want to put it on, the reason why I left it off there is because he couldn't decide where he wanted it. And I just found out that he just wants it on the door. I found that out 2 days ago. And the size is substantially smaller than what I was going to propose.
So this is actually under planned business.
I'm sorry?
Location, it's planned business, so you're only allowed 15% of your available window space, not 20. On your application, you marked 20%.
Okay,
So you're only allowed 15.
right.
Do you fellows want to see Brian come back with?
Well, he just wants to put a 20-inch, the window, I mean, the door is 32 inches wide by 77 inches high. And he just wants to have a 20-inch wide logo.
Yeah, well, the glass, the door. The door, not the front glass, just the door. He's putting it on the door.
No,
Yeah.
the 50% is the total glass area, or just
Of the door,
only it's got
Yeah.
50% of the door
of
size?
the door, yeah.
We don't know
Since
the
he's
door
putting it on
size.
the door, yeah. So Brian, just for clarity.
Yes.
Why don't we have you come back next month?
Okay.
Maybe he'll change his mind and decide to put it on the front glass.
Yeah, that's
Come in
true.
with all the measurements, tells exactly where it's going to go.
Right.
Make sure it's, 15% or under.
Right.
It'll be better for everybody.
That's fine.
That eliminates the guesswork.
Can we at least go through the approval of the channel-lit
Yeah.
sign? Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. So we'll do a continuation on
That's fine.
on the window decal.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's fine.
Some more, who knows?
Yeah.
You'll buy an extra month.
Can we put a temporary sign for him, because he plans on having a grand
It's
opening?
got to go through the township. You can put a banner up.
Okay.
It's got to be approved by the township office.
Okay.
And it's only good for 30 days.
Okay, could we put something temporary on the glass, just to let people know that?
You can run it through Justin.
Okay, wonderful,
Yeah.
thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, Ryan said, right, the next meeting is November 12th.
Okay,
For the
great.
window application, but you've got to get your plans in by October 22nd.
Okay, yeah, honestly, I would rather come back, because he really does need something on the glass.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a little time to work with.
Great,
so.
cool.
Okay. Okay, anything else, you guys, for Brian? Brian, anything else you want to bring before us?
No, that's.
Just make sure he's got his address on the building.
Yes, or for fire
Or-
code,
or s-
yes.
You know, and tell him about the sandwich boards.
Yeah.
Forget that.
I always remind these guys.
Remind him.
They don't always listen to me.
All right, and how about the monument sign?
Monument sign
That is being taken care of by the landlord.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten involved in that in the past, but I was told that the landlord's going to take care of that for him.
Yeah, it should come before our board, so.
It has to come before the board, though.
Yeah.
Submit on behalf of the
Okay.
board?
Monument
Brian?
sign has to come before us, too.
To get it
Yeah.
all done at once?
Right, Brian could
Brian,
come
you can
next.
submit it on
Right.
behalf of the landlord,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get it all done at once.
Could I do that, Lisa?
Bring
That-
it.
Yeah, I'll do that for him, that's not,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Cool.
come
Come
in
back,
back
we'll
next
get everything
month.
straightened out.
yeah, that's fine.
All right, so we're going to look for measurements for window applications.
Yes, correct.
And the panels,
Yes, correct.
if Johnny's going to have a panel,
Yeah, we have those on file, so we'll just, that's easy.
and the address. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's covers it.
Yeah, he has an address on the glass
Okay,
already,
fine.
but
Yeah,
it,
just make
it,
sure.
it really needs to be updated. It's
No
kind of,
sandwich boards.
it's kind of old.
All right,
Great.
okay. All right, whose turn? Okay.
For DRB 2025-65, Johnny's Pizza, 369 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne. I move for approval for the channel letters, Johnny's, but the applicant will also will also have on the application the height from grade and the area of the sign.
Not to
Yeah,
exceed
that's good.
15%.
And continuation for window signs and monument sign panel.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
move
sounds-
for approval.
Okay, here a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, very good.
Greg, Robert, Jane, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
I'll see you, bye.
Okay, you bet. Lisa, you got all that? You're good? Okay. Okay, next is DRB 2025-66, the application of Caliber Collision at 392 West Lancaster Avenue for one ground sign and one wall sign. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Adair Hernandez. I am the facilities manager for Caliber Collision, kind of helping fill in for the sign contractor and such. So I apologize, I don't have the plans printed out for me. Yeah, can I use that?
Okay, good. Okay, so why don't we start with the wall sign?
Yep.
I think everybody knows this location.
I
Pretty
know where
much
it is, yeah.
sits on top of Conestoga Road, so. Yeah,
There's a red light. You should know where it is.
I believe you're talking about this one, correct?
yes.
Yeah,
start
okay.
there.
So, as you can see, sorry. It'll be black background, white acrylic letters. There is a rainbow gradient bar that is part of our trademark that helps divide the Caliber and the Collision. And at night, the white will be lit up, but the gradient, even though it is very thin, it'll still, illuminate a little bit.
Okay.
So,
I'm kind of curious,
Mm-hmm.
like your logo on your shirt
hmm,
and these logos on our packet
Yep.
are stacked on top of each other.
yep,
And the previous sign was kind of more of a square.
yep. mhm.
I'm curious why you went to this.
So Caliber's actually been rebranding. So this is actually a new design they've been implementing to the new, yeah. So new design they've actually been implementing on the new construction sites or new centers.
I mean, my biggest thing is, neighbors look right out at that building. And the signage really doesn't need to be that large, because it sits right on top of Conestoga Road. So, I don't know, you guys tell me.
And if you have a car with a dent, you sort of know where you're going.
Yeah, pretty much, but,
What's the sign, signage?
so here's what they previously was there.
All right, what's the sign calculation on that size?
Well, I can't figure that chart out.
It shows right there,
what's the
proposed
size?
square footage,
Oh, there's right there.
38.4. And the allowable is 50.
Big building. How, do you have it noted in your papers, how high it is from grade? Because I couldn't find that.
No, looking into the renderings, I see that it wasn't provided. I don't believe it's over, I think it was the allowable 15 feet.
15
Yes.
feet.
I think 15 feet will be actually up at the, getting into the windows, but I'm assuming you would probably want it where the bar is at, and I don't have that
But
calculation.
on the application, it has to say, it's how high it is off.
Yep,
If it's
understood.
14.5.
Highest part of the sign.
Yep, no, I understand. Fortunately, they didn't provide that for the renderings on my end.
All right. What do you guys feel about the sign itself, the length of it?
Is it backlit, you just say?
Yeah, so inside, it'll be, there is LEDs inside, so the white will be standing out at night.
The letters will all be lit. It's not
Yep.
just going to have a glow around it.
Pretty bright.
So the C in caliber, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's 16 inches?
The C in caliber, let me see.
Oh, that's 5 feet.
No, just a C, the letter, individual letter C.
The first one, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
The height,
Yep.
the height of letters.
Oh, the height of it?
You have a chart in there, I just can't make it out, but I think it's 16 inches, but 16. Oh, you thought 60? The neighbors were-
No, I don't have it well labeled to say, to be
You said
exact.
C. You just
Oh,
said
Yeah.
C.
yep, 60 inches, sorry, it's up here.
So, and I'm always worried about neighbors, right? And I mean, traffic is, you get spit and hit that building.
Oh, I know where it is.
Right.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
So, the question is, does it need to be that large?
No, it doesn't need to be that large.
Proportionally, it looks good on the building,
Yes.
but doesn't need to be that large.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't need to be that large.
Yeah, right. Right, I mean, if you just fit that over top of the wide garage door, to me, that would be enough identification.
Probably.
Right.
Is there any other sign on the property? Like, do you have a sign out closer to the street, or this is it?
This is the only,
sign that-
yeah, right now we're pretty much working with what was previously there,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. But you guys, tell me what you think.
Well, I think because it's going to be lit up at night, the big white sign, and it's large, I think it's a tad too big.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's just only because it's lit at night.
I don't think,
Do you work at night? Are you there in the dark? I mean, are they fixing cars at night?
No, we typically don't really, operations closes at 5:30.
So does the sign?
well, it's advertising.
Yeah.
On all night?
Yeah, because we also receive, some customers do drop off their vehicles at night, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's
That's if they
pretty
can-
big.
But here's, this would be too short, and this would be too big.
Yeah.
So what is that? Is that about
Yeah,
20%, 25%?
Greg, I'm with you. I'd like to see it a little smaller. I don't think you need 16-inch letters
Probably
at that
not.
location. I think that's kind of
These-
big in relationship to the houses and the store, or the road, I should say.
You just had it across here, it'd be too small.
Yep.
You talk between here and here, went to there, between here and here, went to there, and shorten it whatever that percentage is.
Yeah.
I think it,
You can overhang, it's a big sign.
yeah.
Yeah, it should overhang the garage door, but it's a little bit
It's
too
just-
big
it's just
where the door
Big
is.
for that space.
Gotcha. Yeah, so like kind of essentially between the doorway, this
Well, no,
man
the
door.
top of the- yeah, the-
Yep, so
right,
like,
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like this.
Between the doorway and there, halfway would be.
Yep,
Yeah, like, if the sign started where the L is.
uh-huh, yep,
Right.
And then ended where the
I and O is.
I or O is, somewhere there. I
Yep.
think it
Whatever
would
that
look better
percent-
balled on the building also.
Whatever
I
that
would-
percentage is, the whole thing.
I don't know.
And
Right,
everybody's
but
gonna see
also
it.
the letters gotta shrink up.
yeah, the letters will shrink up a little bit, yeah.
It certainly would be plenty big. Nobody's going to miss that. Nobody. So
See
If
that
they
from
miss it, they'll
space.
hit the building.
they shouldn't be driving if they miss it.
You can see it from space.
So that's the recommendation of the board,
Yeah, yeah.
okay? And I would go back to
Yep.
whoever and let them know.
Yep.
So are we going to move for a continuance on size?
Well, where are you guys? Is the mainline collision shop sign still up, or is that down?
No, that was since removed. Right now, you have like a temporary banner of sort just there.
Can you live with that temporary banner until next month?
We'll do what we have to.
Let's do it then. Let's have you come back next month, okay?
Okay. Just to make sure, obviously, got your feedback on reducing the size, and then make sure we provide the height.
Yes,
Right.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
no higher than 15 feet from grade,
Cool.
so,
All right.
okay, so the,
Look better.
yeah, I do too, I'd like to see it, yeah. So the sign out front,
How do these still
Oh.
exist?
what do you mean?
Are these allowed? I thought the monument sign, are these still allowed? I still see
Yeah, pole sign,
The pole
it's a
sign.
pole sign, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so,
We already talked about this pole sign when somebody else came in for, that's on the pole sign, right?
well,
No?
I'm not too sure that came in.
Okay,
Yeah.
another pole sign.
But, all right, so let's talk about the pole sign. Show us what you've got there.
Yeah, so pole sign's pretty much just a reface. Again, well, this one will be a white background, and then, the caliber collision just printed onto it, essentially.
So you probably heard the discussion with Rita's Wood or Ice, because it's internally illuminated, right?
On this one, I can't recall if when driving by it at night, I don't remember if it's
I'm
actually
pretty sure
illuminated.
Cardi Brothers is internally illuminated,
Mhm.
and it's actually against code.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that they ever came in.
Gotcha.
You know, people do things,
hmm
on the slide. I think they did, so.
Okay.
But your half, I think, will be okay, provided at nighttime, the background is black
Okay.
and the letters show as white.
Okay. So pretty much
Reverse.
reverse it. Yeah.
Reverse.
Gotcha.
The other thing,
If you want it backlit. If you want it backlit. If you don't want it backlit, then
Okay.
okay.
I'll go with them, team.
and that being said, because I'm not too sure if Cardi came in, we should have measurements on that sign for height,
Yep.
because there's a height limitation on a pole sign.
hmm
So when you come back for that sign on Conestoga Road, why don't you come in with some measurements?
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Make sure it meets the township code.
And you want the measurements for this pole sign as well?
Yeah, all the measurements you can get.
All right.
Pole sign, height,
How
width.
high is he allowed to be?
On that, he is allowed, I believe, 25.
Yeah, and it's
No,
already there.
not 25. What am I
So it's like a
saying?
grandfathered
No,
sign.
no, what am I saying? It's a long night here.
I think it's it's in there, so it's.
Yeah, it's
grandfathered,
gonna
isn't it?
kind of say,
I don't think you-
we have to kind of work with what we have right there.
I'm sorry, 25 square feet you're allowed, both together.
All together? Gotcha.
Together, and no higher than 15 feet from grade.
All right, okay.
Okay, so when you come back, we'll look at both sides, kind of start over.
Okay,
All right?
understood.
Okay. Yeah, it's good for a continuation. And again, just for your dates, the next meeting's November 12th. Everything needs to be submitted to the township office by October 22nd to get on that agenda.
October
All right?
22nd.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
So all, new plans and everything you'll have to submit, so. All right.
Application number DRB 2025-66. Property owner KDK Real Estate LLP
Oh,
for
did you want this? You can have it.
Caliber Collision at 392 West Lancaster Avenue. Applicant is asking for, we're suggesting or asking for a contingency to come back for the Caliber Collision sign, which is currently 38.4 square feet, looking for a reduction of a minimum of 25%, 20-25%. Which is the existing, to replace the existing wall sign, and then to come back to discuss the pole sign, and to bring back the information related to that to make a recommendation. So we need the width of the sign, the height of the sign, and then the total height of the sign off the ground.
And two things on that Conestoga Road sign, we need that height from grade measurement.
Yep.
Okay, and then on the Lancaster Avenue sign, we need how far that sign is away from the road.
Okay,
It's got to be at least 10 feet.
gotcha.
Okay, and if there's any window signage, I know there's some window signage on the building.
Okay.
That needs to come before us also, to make
Okay.
sure that meets code. You're allowed up to 20%
Okay.
of your allotted window space. So, got all that?
Got it.
All right, any questions for us?
I guess the only concern, if there's any issues with the pole sign, will I be told that on the next meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, okay. All right, so do we hear a second on this?
Yes, I
Okay.
second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right, we'll look forward to seeing you next month. Like I say, get the plans in by October
22nd.
22nd.
Yep.
All right, good.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Thanks a lot, appreciate it. All right, Dave, thank you for being so patient.
Thank you, Dave.
Your last.
Best for
time.
last.
Yeah, so Dave is DRB 2025-58, the application of Philadelphia Print Shop at 122 West Lancaster Avenue, zoned under the Wayne Business Overlay District. So, Dave, present what you've got.
Yeah, I will. And I just want to say, I'm sorry I missed the meeting last month, as I mentioned to you. And,
Yeah.
you know, we've been moving from the
Right.
location at 106 East Lancaster, where we've been for almost 5 years, over to 122, and we've been downsizing, so it's been a difficult, challenging process. I actually had 18 or 19,000 steps 1 or 2 days.
Wow.
Not that I was carrying stuff, but I
Right.
just, you know, a lot of movement.
Yeah.
In any event, you know, when I opened the business at 106 East Lancaster Avenue, as some of you may know, it's a downstairs space from Lancaster Avenue. And we had a small sign at the top of the entry door. And there were stairs down, and there was a secondary access on School Lane, which some people thought was the main entrance because there's an ADA ramp there and so forth. And we had the opportunity to put or to place a sign on the back that's been up there for 5 years.
We
As-
approved that sign.
Yes, we did.
We approved.
And
we
a lot of
approved that
people
sign.
thought that was our main entrance because of that prominent signage.
Right.
Even though it was kind of discreet on School Lane. As I think I've told you, and not to get into it, but, you know, we've struggled there for 4, almost 5 years because of, well, not just COVID, but it's a downstairs space. We didn't have Lancaster Avenue signage per se. We had, you know, no, how should I say, parking in front of our storefront. There was a little parking out back, but it was shared. In any event, I literally terminated the lease with the current owner at 106 a year early because I was going to close the business.
Right.
Because it's been tough. And then I learned, literally a week later, that the antiquity space at 122 West Lancaster Avenue was becoming available. She was going to retire, and of course, she was there, like I said, 22 years. So I was enamored with the opportunity to recast the business on Lancaster Avenue with the signage, relocating it from 106 East Lancaster Avenue. It's actually smaller than the sign that she's had there for, like I said, 22 years. Because it was smaller, my sign colleague or friend who owns a couple of fast signs suggested a black, I don't know how to do this. I don't have that much practice. Can you, there you go. So the existing sign, well, let me add, I mentioned this, after I missed the meeting, I resubmitted the plans to add a second line there. These are my little marks, but we added the proposed height from grade to the top of the sign because it was missing. And I apologize for that. And we also recalculated the size of the sign and still to be less than the allowable 30 square feet. If you look at the last, we can look at the graphic or the last 2 lines. The existing sign is 14 and a half feet by 162 inches. And the idea is that if we had just placed my existing sign on the building where Antiquities was, it might look kind of skinny and short. So the idea was to, in case there was a, how should I say, a mark on the building from having removed the old sign, he suggested, and I thought it was a good idea, to add a black panel behind it, because we think it would look sharp.
Sure.
And it would also, you know, still fit within the, what I believe is the allowable square footage, And again, it's still less than the size of the antiquity sign, which I guess I'm not quite oriented correctly, but this is the antiquity sign before it was removed. So that was 24 inches tall by 180 feet. As proposed with the black panel, ours would be
Dave, I'm sorry.
24 by 172.
Right,
I'm sorry,
right,
I'm sorry. And it's also, so my sign with the black panel would still be smaller than the sign that was there for the last 20-some years.
It also looks similar in size to priors. which
In
are-
fact, you're exactly correct, yes. And I took the measure, after I started taking the sign kind of fell apart when the guys took it down. So that was the only way to get a measurement by standing on the tape there.
So I think we like the sign.
Yes,
I mean, we've
yes.
already approved it.
We approved it once.
I think it looks good with the black.
I do
backer.
too.
I think it kind of makes it pop a little bit.
I do, and also it's more in keeping with the sign that's next door.
Yes,
Priors.
right.
I don't know about the restaurant on the other side. I
They
can't
don't
say.
have a sign on the building, they have a
They do
circular sign like a monument. But I also wanted to mention to you,
But
you
they
know,
also have
it's-
something on that sign they shouldn't have on it, but we won't get into it.
the owner of this building,
Yes.
it's been in his family, if you look at the public record, since 1910.
Right.
Tony, as you may know him to be, hasn't done much to the building. As part of my lease, because that's what I generally have done for the last 30-some years, commercial leasing, I made a provision in the addendum that said he had to replace the roof, which he did. And I said, Tony, you really ought to clean the brick too. He goes, I'm not doing both.
Right.
And then I said, well, what if I help you with that? So I just want to point out that in the last 60 days, since I had access to the space, he power washed the building. I had to meet, he was out of town, I had to meet the folks there on a Sunday. And then he also removed the awning, he cleaned that, and part of the deal was he would reinstall that, which he did or had done. So the brick's been done, probably for the first time in ever.
22
And
years.
it was pretty dirty, and it does look better. This sign was, or this picture was before the power washing, you can kind of tell, and before the roof was replaced. So, and even today, even though it was raining a
You mean
bit
the
this
roof in
morning.
front as well?
Sorry?
The roof in front, the shingle part?
Oh, yeah, that's all brand new, brand new. And it's black, you know, a typical black with a black trim. But today, I had, had set it up a week or so ago. I had the black trim around the windows and the front door repainted.
Nice.
So I've done everything possible to take it to a standard that it's really never been,
Okay.
you know.
All right. So the reason why I asked you to hang in there and be the last one on the agenda, not that we penalize you for missing
It's all right.
this meeting, but that was a little bit of that. No, I'm only kidding. But there's a question of allowable square footage. So,
What's the question?
so Justin, can I kind of tell them the history of this? Okay, so this Radnor Design Review Board with the new code has been in existence probably since 1992. So, you know, almost a long time. We've always calculated square footage. You get 2 square feet for each foot of linear space up to 15. So you get 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,
I thought it
up
was
to
up to
15.
I thought it,
That gives you 30.
correct.
And then you get 1 square foot for any additional foot of linear space.
Yep,
So that's the way we've done it forever and ever.
right. And the way it was approved 5 years ago.
Right, right.
Right.
So all of a sudden now, the interpretation of the code has changed. And they're saying you only get 2 square feet total for the first 15 feet of linear space. So your building is how, what's your limit?
18 feet.
Which would only give you 5 square feet.
Well, that's preposterous. I never would have moved.
Right. That's my argument too.
Well, we agree.
Yeah, that's my argument. You can't, I mean, it's like a postage stamp.
I
in a
would have
store.
closed the business.
Right,
Right.
right.
We understand that.
So that's where we're at.
No, but we can approve this sign, and he could go to zoning hearing board.
That's a lot of money.
I don't,
It's a lot of money, and I would like to fight for Dave, and I think I'd like to fight for all the merchants in Wayne and
All right,
continue to
I
do
think,
business like we've been
I agree
doing.
with you, and I think the sign's appropriate for the building it's on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd be happy to approve this sign
Mhm.
and the building it's on, because first of all, they've cleaned up the roof, which is a nice
Yeah.
idea. And it's similar for the one right beside it. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say he hadn't taken down antiquities,
Mhm.
okay? And he just repainted
Painted
it
over
with
it.
the new words.
Mhm.
Why would
Then
that be?
it would be allowed to
No, we're
stay
not saying you
there,
would do
right?
it was in bad condition, too.
No,
I
right.
know, but
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
just saying,
I
blah,
understand.
blah, blah.
Right.
Size-wise,
Right,
size-wise.
right.
So, and this sign was approved for a rather short building
When
in
was
the
that-
next
when was that
block.
5 years ago, last month.
Right.
So it's not like his previous building wasn't that long.
This antiquity sign was approved 5 years ago?
No,
no,
22 years
no,
ago.
it was
The
there.
print shop
Yeah.
was. The print shop sign was approved 5
Yeah.
years ago.
The
He
one-
was in the other block.
Oh, right, I know, right. yeah.
East Lancaster, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
So anyway, but that was also a short.
Yeah.
That wasn't a really wide building.
So,
So
so,
it probably wasn't code then.
so we're in a little bit of a bind.
Well,
Because
I'm
like I
gonna-
say, we've been doing business this way since,
Since you've been here.
I was president of Wayne Business Association when the township came to the Wayne Business Association and said, we're going to enact a new sign ordinance. And it was all tied in with the Blue Route expansion. The township did a township line,
Yeah, yeah.
cleanup, trees,
I remember.
everything.
Encourage
Sign ordinance
retail.
was part of this gig.
Well,
So
yeah.
we had, and I brought one in tonight, I've got two more of these things with all the dialogue with the commissioners, with township officials, with the Wayne Business Association, who fought for a sign ordinance that was respectful to the merchants of Wayne.
And this is a respectful sign
Yeah.
on that building. And
Right.
furthermore, if we want to keep businesses in this town
Exactly.
that aren't national things.
Right, right.
I think that first of all, the parking is enough to drive everybody crazy, and that doesn't help business. So I think if you're starting to say like, oh, because there's a dot here and a T there that we haven't been paying too much attention to, I personally think that this sign is appropriate for the building it's on.
Right.
Did we ever approve this sign a year ago?
We would have approved the sign 2 months ago. Yeah,
So what's changed? Somebody's
Somebody
interpretation?
read
Yes.
the
yes,
ordinance.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So,
I-
yeah, Dave,
There must be some it
Yeah.
doesn't make common sense.
But the code hasn't changed.
That's
Is that right?
the interpretation of the code
Has
all of a
changed.
sudden has changed from
and-
higher ups,
Ha-
not
oh,
from our board.
Not from our board.
Yeah. So, like I say, take Pat's Barber Shop. What did Pat have? 15 feet max?
No.
Linear? Let's say he had 15. He would only have allowed a 2 square foot sign, right?
Less than that.
Right? Like a postage stamp. I mean, common sense tells you,
That's
like you said, nobody's going to move to Wayne if you can't get signage on the front of your building that's
And
adequate.
this
If you
isn't a
keep-
big gaudy sign.
That's
No.
not that's not the
Yeah,
point of the sign.
yeah, we're talking
know, I
more
know.
square
We're
footage.
just
but-
talking square footage.
Yeah, so,
Well, I think
I-
aesthetics plays into it.
well, I mean, we're looking at square footage, but I know,
It's called
I'm looking at my
design.
notes today from 1990, that, I mean, I put all kind of post-ups, and it says that, calculations,
I know.
the problem is, I think, when all this stuff went back and forth, and when it went into code book, there was really a typo. It was almost a typo, and it wasn't spelled out clearly enough. It says you're allowed 2 square feet for each linear foot up to 15 feet. And so
30,
now,
30 years ago? 30-some years ago, right?
Maybe longer.
yeah.
You
yeah.
should read the bottom dates on
Yeah.
some of our code pages.
So, like I say, I'm for approving the sign. I don't know if we can approve the sign,
We
but,
can approve it, and then they can say we were wrong.
yeah, I hate for Dave to spend a ton of
Well,
money.
Why don't we approve
going
it,
through-
and he can go to the BOC?
I-
He doesn't have to say anything there. You don't have to pay to go there.
Well, that's
And
true.
the BOC can say, we can make an exception for this because
Yeah.
you're in the business overlay
But
district.
then but we have to get that fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can get that fixed.
Right.
But, and the other thing is, we're the design review
Mm-hmm.
board, and so design is important, not
Right,
just
right,
size
right.
and shape and.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest with you also, with this change,
Uh-huh.
to me,
Interpretation change.
Well, it's not proper for the township to change that on the fly. I mean, if you're going to change it, you got to go to commissioners, you got to have public hearings, you got to have the merchants.
Well, even if they're
being
reading
able
it
to say,
right,
you
even
know.
if they're reading it right, since
Yeah.
we've been using it differently, I
Right.
think that we're grandfathered here.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a way.
So that's, you know,
I think that I would approve this, and if engineering has difficulty with our approval, then I say you go to the BOC and say you have a hardship here.
okay.
I mean, the other gentleman was saying he had a hardship because he had to look at a parking lot. You know,
I'm improving this building so much.
Yep, you are. No, there's no question. That's not the issue.
I'm
You're-
okay with approving this, and
All right, so
and
we'll-
if you can,
Well, let me ask Justin.
yeah,
because-
Justin's,
Yeah, Justin, I mean, can we approve what they presented?
Based on our,
So this is a design review board, as Jane just said, so you guys can approve the design.
Yes.
That you like it. However, there still is a zoning process to that. And so zoning would still have to say, we will allow
Even
this
though there
particular.
wasn't before?
Well, I would like to, you know, I'm willing to attend, and Jane said she's willing to
Yeah.
attend, and hopefully Greg would willing to attend, you know, sit down with the powers that be and talk about this change. Like
Yeah.
I say, I don't think you can just
And-
change things on the fly like that. I think there's a
That's a significant
process.
change.
It's got to go before the commissioners. It's got, you know, after 35 years, you just can't, like tomorrow, say, all right, we're going to do it this way.
And
It's unfair.
there's a level of agreement I have with you, but I'm limited to
Yeah,
what the
we know,
code says
Justin.
and
Right.
limited to what the code reads.
Right.
And the code reads
Yeah.
2
Oh, yeah.
square feet for the first
Yeah.
15 linear feet, which means your first 15 feet only get you 2 feet.
yeah.
But
But
that's
we've been,
exactly
we've been
how it
using it
reads.
differently.
That's
The
exactly
The
how
word
it
that was
reads.
left out is each. That's the magic word.
And without that each being
Yeah.
there,
Right.
there's a limit
Each,
to
yeah.
its
Right.
improvement.
But each what?
Each,
Each,
linear foot.
yeah.
instead of just,
Yeah.
2 feet per each linear foot,
So
and
now
it
it's
reads,
Oh, but per means the same thing, doesn't it?
no. What way it's written now, it's like for 15 feet.
Yeah.
Instead of for each foot up to 15 feet. And then you
which doesn't,
kick in.
which wouldn't make sense. Who would-
But I mean,
No, I know it doesn't make sense.
there's going to be more merchants coming in for more signage, and we can't ask all these guys to go before
No, you're right.
zoning hearing board and
So
spend
let's clean this
$1,000
up,
or
and
whatever
don't
it
say
is.
we can't clean it up
Right.
by
So
the
how do we-
BOC saying, up until we can change this, we can be still doing that.
Okay. But can we, when we approve this, do we use the words?
I don't know, You tell me, Justin, how
Can
do we
we use
make
the
an
word- how do I make-
approval,
how do I
or
make an approval
or how do we
It-
go from here?
It can only be conditional.
Okay,
And the reason it can only be a conditional approval is because the code reads different and he exceeds how the code currently reads.
I feel like I'm being singled out here or something.
no, you're not, you're just the first one.
No,
unfortunately.
he's actually not the
How would
first
we-
one. Distillery, it was done to them the last time as well. So
Okay.
Distillery had the same situation where he wanted to know how do they calculate the signage.
Okay.
And we actually drew him a picture and all, so
Okay.
that he understood that the first 15 only got him 2.
Okay,
How would we approve this 2 months ago? What words we would say, how would we word this differently? It was 2 months ago.
or just when, bingo, he meets the square footage requirement, he meets the height requirement,
meets the first
bing,
square
bang, boom, and it's a done deal.
We're
Yeah.
approving it because he meets the square footage requirement that we have been using.
No, I
Right,
wouldn't,
contingent upon,
I wouldn't, we have to say that? What was I'd just say he meets the square footage until, that's our that's what we've been doing, so why would we change?
the long-lasting previous, you know,
He
And,
meets, he meets the square footage
yeah.
Calculation?
that we have been using.
No, I wouldn't say we've been
Okay,
using.
okay,
We
but
have to,
we've
we have to approve this just like we would have 4 months ago. It shouldn't be
Right.
any, our words should not be any different.
Right.
Then the process is different. The interpretation is different. The code
right,
didn't
right,
change.
right.
So why reference that? Why-
Got it,
Okay.
got it,
What do you
got it.
think?
Yeah,
All
Greg,
right.
you're ahead.
No,
of me.
you do it. Throw it out there, let's see what you got. Yeah, come on, man.
And also, this is an existing sign, he's just moving it to another
I
building.
mean, couldn't you even say relocation of an existing
Yeah,
sign?
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Don't, I'd suggest we just keep it simple so that
all right.
it'd just be better to keep it simple.
All right.
As if we would normally be doing this.
Okay.
we would do it, 'cause
But
it's-
let's say upon further review with the township offices,
All right.
continued upon further review with the township offices, something like that. And like I said, we can meet with higher-ups and plead our case, and, yeah, should have,
Township, what'd you call it?
yeah. Continued upon township officials.
Township.
Yeah. You know, that'd be in committee. commissioners or township manager or
We are approving it, though.
Okay, yeah.
All right. All right, here we go.
Okay, on the matter of application number DRB 2025-58, applicant, the Philadelphia Print Shop, located at 122 West Lancaster Avenue. We approve, contingent approval? Or just approve?
We're approving it.
We approve the relocation of the existing Philadelphia print sign from the 106 East School Lane location to the current new location at 122 West Lancaster Avenue, contingent upon further review of the township officials.
I thought you weren't going to say contingent, I'm sorry.
We have to say that, don't
Yeah, contingent upon, yeah.
we? We have to,
Well-
we'd be misleading you if we did.
We'll,
We
I
approve
mean,
it.
I think we'll go to bat
thought-
for you.
We'll
Yeah.
go to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just hang in there, Dave, and we'll
we'll get it. It's not,
we'll
it's
talk
not,
to the, we'll talk to the
But I
township.
thought,
and-
respectfully, I thought you just said it wouldn't be contingent.
But
You're-
they thought through further than I had, that even if we did approve it, it would still be, the township officials can still say,
But I don't need a permit to hang the sign, do I?
You do need a permit down your
Okay, well, I don't recall getting one last time. Maybe Kaz did it last time. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. But we'll talk to the higher-ups within the township. And hopefully Justin can sit on that meeting too, and we'll see if we can reach some sort of understanding on this.
So are you making a motion to approve it?
yeah, we made a motion to approve it.
But you, well, it's going to have to go through further channels, so just hang in there a little bit, we'll let you know, all right?
But I didn't, are
We're
you taking a
approving
vote?
the sign.
No, we need a second, you know,
So we're just an advisory board, so
We're approving
not
the
the last say.
sign.
But I didn't hear an approval.
We did.
We're
The
approving it.
motion was to approve.
I thought you made a motion. I didn't hear it.
I did, I made
I
a
thought
motion.
you call for a second usually.
That was a
We
mo-
haven't yet. Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
We-
done deal.
we approve.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know, we had hoped to have the sign up by now, but I missed a meeting.
Sure.
You know,
Right.
so I can't,
Yeah.
Hold on.
yeah, well, these things do happen to,
You can put a temporary,
banner up or
Sorry?
something? A temporary banner?
it has to go through the township office,
saying
and
we
it's
move.
allowed for 30 days.
so how long are you anticipating or
I'll
suggesting?
call tomorrow, and we'll get the ball rolling, okay? So just hang in there, we'll get you, all right? We'll go to bat for you, man, you know?
I know you will.
Yeah.
if he had come last month, it would have been approved.
Well, I mean, no, last month it was, we got the email, if you remember, before the meeting. Yeah.
Oh, we
right,
did. Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, we did.
Yeah, last month you would have.
And I would encourage you all to visit the new shop. It's a gallery. It's beautiful.
Yeah. When are you open, Dave?
We opened last week.
Oh, good. Okay, good luck. We'll be in touch, all right?
Get a banner or something up there, so we know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I bought the business from that about 5 years ago when it was there for 38 years.
Yeah, it was on the corner.
Yeah, yeah, and so I'm just trying to keep it going. It's kind of a legacy business.
Yeah, I used to enjoy going in there a lot.